Drama is swirling in the Harris household, and it all started with a shocking revelation.
What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me?
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
T.I., hip-hop mogul and father to King Harris, wasn't about to sit back and watch his son get tangled in a web of lies. Rumors had been circulating, but T.I. needed more than whispers. He needed the truth, so he took matters into his own hands. Without telling anyone, T.I. arranged for a DNA test on the baby Big Nana claimed was King's. The results? Explosive. King Harris was not the father. Imagine the weight of that truth hitting the family. T.I.'s instincts had been correct all along, and now undeniable proof was staring him in the face. This wasn't just about gossip or speculation. This was about protecting his family. But how do you break news like this to your own son? A son already walking a tightrope between rebellion and responsibility. Ty didn't hold back. He confronted King directly, DNA results in hand, ready to expose the truth and stop the manipulation in its tracks. But what drove T.I. to go to these lengths? What did he sense about Big Nana that made him act so decisively? What T.I. uncovered about her motives will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about loyalty and trust. T.I.'s suspicions weren't born overnight. From the moment King Harris introduced Big Nana to the family, T.I. couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Big Nana's presence was more than just another girlfriend in the spotlight. It was calculated. Her charm, her timing, even her interactions with the family felt rehearsed. T.I. had spent decades navigating fame and relationships. He knew when someone had ulterior motives. He warned King, not once but repeatedly, to tread carefully, but love has a way of blinding even the sharpest minds. King brushed off his father's concerns, convinced that Big Nana's intentions were pure. Yet, T.I. noticed how King's demeanor changed. He became distant, harder to reach, and oddly secretive. The more T.I. pushed, the more King pulled away, a dangerous game that left T.I. feeling powerless. But powerlessness wasn't an option for T.I. He had seen too many people fall victim to manipulation in the industry. He wasn't about to let his own son be next. So when whispers turned into full-blown rumors about Big Nana's true intentions, T.I. acted. That DNA test wasn't just about the baby. It was about confirming every gut feeling he'd had since day one. And now, with proof in hand, the question wasn't whether T.I. was right. It was how King would handle the truth. Would he finally see Big Nana for who she truly was? But T.I.'s battle wasn't over yet. What happens when love turns into heartbreak? When trust shatters and manipulation is laid bare? Keep watching, because King Harris's reaction will shake the very foundation of the Harris family. The confrontation was nothing short of explosive. T.I. didn't sugarcoat a single word. He laid the DNA results on the table and looked his son in the eyes. "I told you, son. I told you she wasn't who you thought she was." The room fell into a heavy silence. King stared at the paper in disbelief, his face a storm of shock and pain. He tried to speak, but the words wouldn't come. The truth had stolen his voice. T.I. wasn't there to console. This was a wake-up call. He made it clear. This was the moment King needed to step up and cut ties. No more excuses, no more illusions. Big Nana had manipulated him, used him, and now it was time to end it. But King, overwhelmed and blindsided, wasn't ready for that harsh reality. Tears welled up, but T.I. didn't waver. "I did what I had to do to protect you. Now it's your turn. Handle it." King was shattered. The woman he thought he loved, the family he thought he was building, gone in an instant. But heartbreak was only the beginning. Would King rise from this betrayal stronger, or would he spiral deeper into anger and regret? Stay tuned, because King Harris's next move could either rebuild or destroy everything around him. But this wasn't just about heartbreak. It was about betrayal on a deeper level. King Harris began to realize the extent of Big Nana's manipulation. Inside sources revealed that Big Nana had deliberately isolated King from his family, encouraging him to ignore their calls and distance himself. She had woven a web of control so tightly around him that he didn't even notice how far he had drifted. Every warning from his father, every concerned look from his mother, he had brushed it off, all because of Big Nana's influence. And now the illusion was shattered. King wasn't just dealing with a broken heart. He was facing the humiliating truth that he had been a pawn in Big Nana's game. The betrayal stung, but it also sparked something inside him. Would he let this manipulation define him, or would he fight to reclaim his life? T.I. knew this was a critical moment. He had done everything a father could do, but the next step had to come from King himself. The question loomed: would King cut Big Nana off and rebuild his broken family ties, or would the pain push him further away? What King Harris does next isn't just about a relationship, it's about redemption. And trust me, the next chapter in this family drama will leave you speechless. But Big Nana wasn't finished. In a desperate attempt to maintain control, she began spreading rumors about the Harris family, leaking false stories to the media. I knew this was more than personal. It was a public attack. The family name, their reputation, and everything they had built were now on the line. King had a decision to make. Would he confront Big Nana publicly, exposing her lies, or would he work behind the scenes to shut her down for good? With his family backing him and the truth finally on his side, King chose to fight. He reached out to trusted media contacts, setting the record straight and exposing Big Nana's manipulative tactics. In the end, the truth prevailed. Big Nana's attempts to tarnish the Harris family name failed, and King emerged stronger. The experience hardened him, but also brought him closer to his family. T.I. and King, once distant, found common ground in protecting their family legacy. Amid the ongoing drama involving T.I., King Harris, and Big Nana, the rest of the Harris family is feeling the strain. What should have been an exciting time for T.I. and Tiny as they anticipated becoming grandparents has turned into a whirlwind of public controversy. A moment that was supposed to be filled with joy and celebration has instead become a high-profile spectacle, challenging the family in unexpected ways. For T.I. and Tiny, welcoming their first grandchild was meant to usher in a new and exciting chapter. As King prepares for fatherhood, they likely envisioned sharing in the heartwarming milestones that come with a new generation. Tiny, known for her nurturing and supportive role within the family, may have been especially excited about this transition. However, with the growing tension surrounding King's decisions and Big Nana's rumored motives, those visions of harmonious family moments now seem far off. The public nature of the situation has only intensified the pressure. The Harris family has spent years cultivating their image as a tight-knit and thriving unit, but the current drama is revealing cracks in that facade. Fans are left speculating whether this very public rift could leave lasting damage to the family's reputation. Every action they take and every word they say is heavily scrutinized, while the internet remains relentless in its commentary. Despite the challenges, T.I. remains firm in his stance that tough love is necessary to guide the family through this. Meanwhile, Tiny appears to be quietly focused on holding everyone together, navigating this delicate situation with care. The stakes are high, not just for their public image, but for the strength of their family bonds. With social media buzzing and fans dissecting every twist and turn, the Harris family can't escape the spotlight. Up next, we'll dive into how the public and even fellow celebrities are reacting to this unfolding family drama. Spoiler alert, the internet has plenty to say. This chapter may have closed, but the lessons remain. Trust is fragile, and fame makes it even more so. But the Harris family proved that unity and truth can withstand even the darkest storms. And as for Big Nana, she became a distant memory, a cautionary tale of how deception always catches up in the end. The tension between T.I. and King Harris exploded into a very public and chaotic confrontation, putting their strained relationship on full display. The incident began when King's behavior at a basketball game grabbed everyone's attention.
I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. Well, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me.
For all the wrong reasons. Acting tough and throwing verbal shots, King went live on Instagram, drawing criticism for what many saw as an embarrassing display. T.I., never one to shy away from addressing an issue, didn't let it slide. He confronted King on the spot, calling out his behavior and warning him that he was tarnishing the family name. The confrontation escalated quickly, with King refusing to back down. Things took an intense turn when T.I. put King in a headlock, asserting his authority as a father and demanding the respect he felt he deserved. For those watching, it was an uncomfortable and revealing moment, highlighting the complexities of their father-son dynamic. T.I.'s tough love parenting style has been a cornerstone of his approach, but this clash left fans deeply divided. Some viewed the confrontation as a much-needed reality check for King, while others criticized T.I. for being too harsh, suggesting his actions could do more harm than good. King didn't hold back in the aftermath. He publicly accused T.I. of neglecting him and forcing him to navigate difficult situations alone. This accusation only added fuel to the fire, turning a private family matter into a full-blown public spectacle. So where does this leave the father and son? The fallout has drawn clear lines in the sand, and an easy resolution doesn't seem likely. But for King, this confrontation was just the beginning. He's ready to tell his side of the story, and it's bound to add another layer to this unfolding drama. While T.I. has been outspoken about his perspective, King Harris isn't holding back either. After his explosive confrontation with his father, King shared his side of the story, bringing new depth to the ongoing drama. In a series of bold statements and allegations, King shed light on a fractured relationship that seems to have been strained long before the current controversy. King accused T.I. of neglecting him during critical moments in his childhood. He claimed that his father left him to navigate life in the hood on his own, suggesting that T.I. prioritized his career and public image over being a present parent. These allegations struck a chord with fans, many of whom were already questioning the dynamics within the Harris family. But King didn't stop there. He also expressed frustration with T.I.'s tough love parenting style. While T.I. views his approach as a way to prepare his children for the realities of life, King interpreted it as a lack of support and understanding. He hinted that his actions, whether at the basketball game or in his personal life, stem from a deeper desire for independence and respect, which he feels have been withheld. Fans have been quick to take sides. Some believe King is simply deflecting and avoiding accountability for his behavior. Others see his accusations as a heartfelt plea for help and a challenge for T.I. to rethink his parenting approach. With both father and son standing their ground, reconciliation seems uncertain. Add Big Nana into the equation, and the stakes for the family become even higher. As the Harris family drama continues to escalate, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. Coming up next, we'll explore how this turmoil is affecting the entire family. Stay tuned. When it became clear that his words weren't enough, T.I. decided it was time for action. He's a father who believes in teaching his kids tough lessons, and in this case, he set a boundary that no one saw coming. T.I. made it crystal clear that neither Big Nana nor the baby would be seeing a dime of his money. That's right, no financial support, no handouts, and no safety net. This bold move wasn't just about protecting his family's wealth, it was about sending a message. T.I. wanted King to understand the weight of his decisions. By refusing to bankroll Big Nana, T.I. made it clear that King would need to step up and take responsibility for his own actions. It's a classic case of tough love, but not everyone agrees with his approach. Fans and critics alike have been debating whether T.I.'s stance was too harsh or exactly what King needed. Some argue that as a father, T.I. should be more supportive during such a pivotal moment in his son's life. Others believe that by refusing to enable what he sees as an unhealthy dynamic, T.I. is teaching King a valuable lesson about maturity and accountability. But it wasn't just about teaching King a lesson. For T.I., this decision was also about protecting his family's legacy. He's worked hard to build his empire, and he's not about to let anyone, especially someone he doesn't trust, take advantage of it. So what does King think about all this? Let's just say the situation is testing their already strained relationship. With emotions running high, it wasn't long before father and son found themselves in an explosive confrontation that left everyone stunned. Stay tuned, things are about to heat up.